Yeah, good day, guys. I welcome each and everyone to this live stream. Please, if you can hear me, let me see your emoji. Let me see your fire emoji in the comment section. If you can hear me, so I'll be notified that we're actually on the same page. I welcome everyone to this class. I welcome you guys. I welcome everyone to this class. I welcome everyone to this class. Each and every one of you to this class. And I want to know if you can actually hear me. I want to know if everyone is actually active. At the moment, I can see Tiske saying, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Active, 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 active. Tiske. Tiske is always active. All right. Without wasting any much of our time, let's get straight to business. Let's get straight to business and let's get live immediately. Immediately. So let's go straight to business, guys. Let's go straight to business. If you can hear me, let me see your fire emoji or let me see your comment saying you can hear me. Just do that for me, guys. Do that for me. Let me know if my audio is actually intact before I continue. So I don't end up talking at the end of the day. The network, the audio has issues. So I want to hear from you. Is the audio active? Murphy, you're welcome, man. Murphy Dynamic FX, you're welcome. Active. All right, let's get straight to business. Today, I'm going to be revealing a lot of things to you guys to the end to uh waiting. And if you're on this call, endeavor to like this video, share this link to your friend, and invite as many people as you can to this live. Let's learn together and let's share our knowledge together, right? Let's share our knowledge together. Oh, active, 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 active. Okay, so let's get to business, guys. Let's get straight to business. Just like I can see right here on my chart, these are not just drawings. These are actually trades that we took last week. We had this very first one here that took a loss, right? Then we had this profit, right? On the Telegram channel. So if you are not on the Telegram channel, you're actually doing what? You're actually missing out. On the Telegram channel, you're actually missing out. If you are not on the Telegram channel, you're definitely missing out, right? You're definitely able to join the Telegram channel and let's be on the same page together, right? Let's be on the same page together. Let's be on the same page. Let's learn together, guys. Right? Let's learn together. Okay. Without any further ado, what is our projection for the week? What's our projection for the week? What are we expecting? I have to clear off every single one of these. I wish I can literally hide everything instead of just clearing it off instead. But I'm not sure that's something I can do right here. This is something I can hide, right? Okay. So let me hide this as well. I can easily delete this one. Let me hide this one as well. Also, so so we have a clear chart, right? So we're going to be breaking down this chart from the beginning to the end together, guys. We're going to be breaking down each and every one of these charts from the beginning to the end. So I want you to stick around, make sure you attention, get your notes, and let's actually share our ideas together. Let's look at the market together, and let's be able to cook up setups for this week. What's my view for gold? For gold, nothing complex, right? And just like the name of this class in top down analysis, right? I wish I can literally just clear all of this off because I need a clear. How do I go? How do I go about this? Should I just clear everything? Let me clear everything. Let me clear everything off, guys. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. For gold, what have you been seeing lately? We've been seeing a lot of massive push to the top side. And just last week, when we had our analysis live, we were expecting some kind of reversals to happen at this level. We were expecting some kind of reversals to happen at this level, and we're looking to get a good. Anything that make good come to this level. My God, there's going to be some sweet long buys, but we're not in for that now, right? Now, so right here on the daily time frame, what is happening on the daily time frame? What is happening? On daily time frame, what is happening? You can see gold still spiking massively to the top side and giving no sign of weakness. no sign of weakness at all. Not no single kind of reversal whatsoever. Now, but we have this significant resistance level right here on the daily time frame. We have this significant resistance level right here on the daily resistance level right here on daily time frame. Let's go down to the last time frame. So you can see how massive gold has literally been moving. We can see how massive the buys have been moving, right? We can see how massive the buys have been moving, right? We can see how massive the buys have been moving on the 4 hours time frame. No crazy stuff. Nothing crazy is happening. Nothing crazy is happening. We have this other new high. We have this other past high that gold actually broke off as well. We have this significant high that gold broke off as well, right? So these are our two significant levels right here. And we also have this new mini high. We also have this new mini high that gold broke out of on Friday. This was an high as well, right? And anything that any reaction that gold give at this level, we also need to do what? We also need to create. We also need to be able to like give meanings to them, right? Now let's go down to the 1 hour time frame because everything happening on this daily on this 4 hours time frame. Okay, now let's try before going down to the 1 hour time frame. Let's try to interpret the relationship between the buyers and the sellers right here. Let's try to interpret the relationship between the buyers and the sellers right here, right? Let's try to interpret it, and that'll give us the basic idea of what we're actually looking to do, right? That'll give us the basic idea of what we're actually looking to doing. Is your time zone plus or minus 4? Don't mind my time zone, oh. Don't mind my time zone. Enam is asking, is my time zone plus or minus 4? Don't mind my time zone. I literally didn't change it since I got this PC. Literally didn't change it. It has just been that way. I just do everything with my phone, right? Um, what's going on? What's currently going on? Let's try to interpret the interaction between the buyers and the sellers right here, right? Let's try to interpret the interaction. Can you guys actually hear me, please? Oh my God, this network doesn't fuck me up today. Okay, so let's get active, right? Let's try to interpret the interaction between the buyers and the seller right here. So what's happening? We had an eye, right? We had an eye right here. As of the point the market created this high, right? As of the point the market created this high, this was like an all-time high. As of the point the market created this high, it was like an all-time high, right? As at the point the market created this high, it was like an all-time high. And what happened? What do you see? There was some kind of rejection. Market broke out of that level. Market broke back into that zone. Gave a retest, broke back into that zone after giving this strong double top at this level, right? The market go back into this zone. This is an high. This is an higher high, right? This is a low. This is a higher low, right? Market gave a new higher high. Market gave a new what? Lower high as well at this level, right? Market gave a new lower high again at this level. So what's that basically telling us? What is that basically telling us? That's basically telling us that what? That's basically giving us the idea that what? Yo, market is still strongly bullish, right? That's basically telling us that what? Market is still strongly bullish. Just like I can see like right here. Let me use my what's it called now? Let me use my part to actually explain this. Market gave a high. There was a low right here. There was some kind of equal low right here. Then there was an higher high. There was a higher low, a new higher high, a new higher low. Now, what are we expecting market to do? What are we expecting market to do? Market has given us a new higher low, right? Market has given us a new higher low. Now, we're basically expecting market to do what? Give us a new higher high, right? I don't know if you actually get that concept. I don't know if you actually what I'm doing right here. We're basically expecting market to give us a new higher high. We're basically expecting the market to give us what? A new higher high at this point. Looking at right, why? Studying the move we have in the market. Studying the move that we have in the market. studying the move, studying the move that we have in the market, right? Studying the move that we have in the market. Now, basically, we are expecting just fundamentally, right? Technically, with everything that we can see right here, what's happening? It's still market is still strongly bullish. Market is still highly what? Bullish. Market is still highly bullish. Market is still highly bullish. And we need to do what? That has already shifted our mind into do what? Into what? Into what exactly? That has already shifted our mind into looking for what? Buyer's opportunity. Into getting buying opportunities. Right? Just like you can see right here. We've been having series of higher highs and higher lows, right? We've been having series of higher highs and higher lows. Now let's go down to the 1 hour time frame and actually print meaning to all of these things. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame and print meaning to all of these things. So you can see right here, we had a break, right? We had a significant break of this level. We had a significant break of this level, which happened right here. Market corrected back into this level, and market broke this new high that we had right here. And you can see after breaking that new high, what happened? Market has been strongly bullish and is still heading to the top side, right? It's still heading to the top side, right? Do you understand that concept now? It's still heading to the top side. But what are we basically looking forward to seeing this week? What are we looking to seeing this week? What's our expectation for the week? What is our expectation for the week? That's the question. What is our expectation for this week? What is our expectation for this week? Now we are at a very, very significant level right here on gold. We are at this very, very significant level. Now, if there's any other pair that you want me to look into, that you want me to trade live right here, and you want to type that in the comment section, and we'll check it out after trading gold, right? After analyzing gold. Now, what's basically happening right here? We've been able to get a perfect break. We've been able to get a perfect break of this last significant resistance level. Right, and you can see what has been happening right here. You can see the interaction between the buyers and the sellers right here. And what is happening? The buyers are still strongly in the market, pushing the market up. That can make us start looking for sales is what? When we start seeing what? A change of structure. Only when we see a change of structure can we start looking for sell in this market opportunity. Only when we see a change of structure can we be looking for sell opportunities in this market. Only when we see structure can we be looking for sales in this market opportunity, right? Only then can we be looking for sales opportunity in these markets. Now, what is basically happening right here? Now, what is basically happening? Let's deal with the current charts. Let's deal with the current charts. Let's deal with the current charts, right? Let's deal with the current charts. Looking at this current charts right here, what can you see? What idea is he actually giving you? What idea is he giving you? What idea is this giving you? Now, have it at the back of your mind that there are what? There are a lot of buyers resting above this level. There are a lot of buyers resting above this my horizontal ray. There are a lot of buyers resting above this my marked out zone. Now let me mark this out using zone instead of just this line. Let me mark this out using zone instead of just this line. Now have it at the back of your mind that above this level right here, there are a lot of buyers resting above this level right here. A lot of buyers resting above this level right here. And below right here, there are a lot of sellers resting below this level, below this marked out zone. There are a lot of sellers resting below these areas, right? There are a lot of sellers resting below this area. Now, looking at this current push that we are having right here on gold, looking at this current push that we're having right here on gold, what is it telling us? What's it basically telling us? It's basically telling us that what? We can start to see buyers getting into the market right from this level. If getting on buys from this level, the action that we get when the market opens, depending on the action that we get when the market opens, that's going to give us the idea behind what we should be looking forward to seeing in this market, right? That's basically giving us the idea of what we should be looking forward to seeing. That's basically giving us the idea of what we should be looking. Because right here, you can start to see what some pattern forms. you can start to see a W pattern form at this level. And what will you see? Continuous push to the top side. This is very, very realistic. You start to see what? Continuous push to the top side. We start to see continuous push. We start to see continuous push to the top side, right? This is very, very realistic. So right up, what are we expecting to see? What are we expecting to see basically? What are we expecting to see? Let's try to bring in our what's it called? Let's try to bring in our trend line 2 in this market scenario. Let's try to bring in our trend line 2 in this our market scenario. Let's start from this low, significant low that markets created in the past. Using this trend line that we have right here, using this trend line that we have right here, using this trend line that we have right here, anything that make gold break back into this zone right here, anything that make gold break back into this zone, we either continue to see what? Sellers push to the top side. And when we see that sellers push to the top side, that sellers push to this seller push that is actually happen is basically what? Corrections. You can start to see the sellers push coming as far as this level right here, giving a third touch of the trend line. And you can see what? Immediately we get something related to this. If we get a W pattern form in this level, then what do? We basically target any buy that we are looking forward to get this week. We're basically doing what? We are basically going to be targeting this high. We're basically going to be targeting this high because that's where the sellers are resting at. That's where the sellers are resting at. We know that at that level, there are a lot of sellers in the market. They are just looking for all the possible means to do what? To push the price downward, right? They are looking for all possible means to do what? To push the price downward. There are means to push the price downward, right? They're looking for all possible means to push the price downward. Now, two options. We have two basic views. We have two basic views for gold this week. And what's happening? What's happening? What's happening basically? What's happening, right? We have a significant support resting here. We have a significant support resting here. We have a significant support resting here. If you look at this level right here very well, you will see that there's significant support resting in that level. But let me just try to bring it closer to this level right here. So if we don't get a buy, if we don't get our buy momentum from here, if we don't get our buy momentum from on here, if we don't get our buy momentum from here, then we might be looking forward to getting our buy from here, right? We might be looking to get our buy from here, and this is very, very, very realistic. This is way very, very realistic. This is very, very, very realistic. If we don't get our buy from here, now anything that make us get a break, anything that, and imagine getting this kind of setup this week. This is a very, very good setup. Imagine getting this kind of setup this week. We are risking just what? We are risking just 60 to catch what? 500 pips, 520 pips. And this is very, very realistic. And this is giving us what? A 8-to-1 risk to reward. A 8-to-1 risk to reward. A perfect 8-to-1 risk to reward. A perfect 8-to-1 risk to reward. We are risking just 1% to catch just 1% to catch what? 8. To catch 8. We are risking just 1% to catch 8. Right? We are risking just 1% to catch 8. So we need to be very, very vigilant this week and watch out for this opportunity, right? We need to watch out for the way we need to watch out for the outplay of this opportunity. We need to watch out for the way this opportunity is actually play. And if we see any kind of change of structure, we know that what's going to happen? Sellers are coming into the market, right? We know that sellers are coming to the market and they will try as much as possible to push the price lower. And if they push the price lower, what do? We relax. We relax and look for what? A better potential. We look for a better opportunity to get into the buy or to get into the sell. Or to get into the sell rather. Once we start to see what? Change of characters, right? Once we start to see change of characters. Are you listening now? Once we start to see change of character. So basically for gold, this is my expectation for the week for gold. This is my basic expectation for the week for gold. This is my basic expectation for the week for gold. And we can see right here what's basically happening. Okay, let's try to make this more realistic now. Let's try to make this more realistic, and let me make this chart very, very simple for you now. Look at this. There are a lot of sellers resting at this level, right? And there are buyers resting above this level. And what happened? The buyers came into the market, they had enough momentum, and they were able to push price above that level. They broke that level to the top side. Breaking that level, what's it basically giving us? It's basically telling us that what buyers are in the market. Why? Because they've broken a seller zone. They've broken a seller level. You can see when markets get to this level, what did it do? It sold, right? Market got to this level again. It gave little hesitation and did what? And sold again. Now buyers had enough momentum to break that level to the top side. And what's basically happening? Correction. And correction can happen back into this zone right here. It can stop midway. It can stop midway right here and do what? Enter back into that zone, give a retest at this level, and continue buying again. That is very, very, very what? Realistic. That is very, very, very realistic. That is very, very, very realistic. That is very, very what? Realistic. And looking at this chart right here, there's an opportunity that might happen before that main one that is happening right here. Using my strategy, the inverse neckline strategy. Let's go down to the 15 minutes time frame. Let's go down to the 15 minutes time frame. Let's go down to the 15 minutes time frame. Now, right here on the 15 minutes time frame, what can you see? Right here, we can see an M pattern form right here, not forming again because it has already formed. We can see an M pattern form right here, right? We can see an M pattern form right here. Now, what happened if this buy actually happened when you were sleeping? If this buy happened when you were sleeping and you were able to see something like this buy has now bought up to this level and you were sleeping, what do? You basically mark out your neckline and use my inverse neckline strategy. And what do? You expect a reversal back into the neckline. And what do? You continue buying. You basically do what? You mark out your zone. You mark out your level. You mark out this area right here. Right? You mark out this area. That is if we miss the buy. If we miss the buy, this is another better opportunity to get into the buy. This is another better opportunity to get into the buy. If we miss the buy from those levels that I have marked up, we can also get into the buy using my inverse neckline strategy, right? Which is a break of the neckline of the M pattern or the W pattern. And anything that make that occur, what do? You basically look for another opportunity to get into the market this way. I hope you actually understand that. And if you understand everything I've said so far, let me see your fire emoji in the comment section. Or if you have any question, let me see your comment in the comment. Let me see your question in the comment section, right? Let me see your comment in the let me see your question in the comment section rather. Let me see your comment in the comments. Let me see your question in the comment section. And if there's any currency pair that you want us to analyze together, let me see it in the comment section and let's look into it real quick. Brian Austin, I see you, man. Active, active, active. We are active this week. We are active this week. We are not missing any opportunities this week. We are going to maximize our full potential this week by God's grace. By God's grace in Jesus' name. Amen. So this is my basic view for gold this week. And I'm actually sticking to this analysis. Anything that make me have what? Anything that just like I analyzed, anything that make us have a break below this resistance level, we just do what? We sit back. We sit back and relax and open our eyes into what the market is actually going to do. We open our eyes into what the market is actually going to do. If market break this level to the downside, we might just expect what? A break back into this significant support level. We might expect a break back touching into this significant support level, and it will be so sweet if we have it touch, give us a third touch of this significant trend line. If we have it give us a third touch of this significant trend line, I can tell you that buy will be so sweet. That buy is going to be so sweet, so sweet, so sweet. And what are we expecting buy? We can basically see that what market has changed its structure into being bullish, and we have more buyers in the market, and we're basically looking forward to doing what? To join the big boys in the market, to joining the big boys in the market. That's how we trade. That's how we trade, right? Amen. Right. Godspeed. Godspeed this week. Godspeed this week. We're active. We're basically active this week. We're basically active this week by God's grace. By God's grace. God is strengthening us. God is strengthening us and giving and upholding us We are very, very active this week. We are very, very active this week. Okay, before I go off, I would like to analyze GBP JPY. It's been so long I went to that chart. So hopefully I can just do that as a side currency pair for those that love to trade such pairs. I can just do that as a before I go off. I'm going off very, very soon. But let me analyze GBP JPY. Or is there any other currency pair that you want me to? Let me see that in the comment section. If there's any other currency pair you want me to analyze, probably we'll do that instead of GBP and we call it a day, right? And we'll call it a day and we start doing our push-up. We're already doing our push-ups ahead of the week now. We're doing our push-ups ahead of the week and we're just waiting for the market to open and see what we actually expect. See our setup print, see our setup happen, see market get to our POI, our point of interest. And what do? We strike immediately, right? We strike immediately, we strike effortlessly, we strike effortlessly. Why? Because we've done our push-ups ahead, we've done our push-ups ahead, and we're not panicking. We're not panicking at all. We're not panicking at all. Should I do GBP JPY now, or is there any other currency pair you want me to analyze? Should I do GBP JPY, or is there any other currency pair you want me to analyze? Let me know that in the comment section. Should I do GBP JPY, or is there any other currency pair you want me to look into? Because I want to do just gold and any other pair before we call it a day. Should I do GBP JPY, or is there any other currency pair you want me to look into? Let me see that in the comment section. Should I do GBP JPY, or is there another comment, or is there another currency pair you want me to analyze? Is there another currency pair you want me to analyze? Okay, let's do GBP JPY then, since there's no GJ. Yes. Okay. Okay, GBP JPY. All right. Active. Let's do GBP JPY. Let's look into GBP JPY together. And I want it to be very, very interactive. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your view. And I want us to look at the market together. I want us to look at the market together. It's been so long I did GBP JPY. It's been so long I analyzed GBP JPY. Been so long I checked GBP JPY charts. But I'm happy to actually do it live because I'm going to be everything that I do personally is what I'm still going to be doing live together right here with you, and we'll look into what's actually happening. Wow, amazing, amazing. GBP has been quite trending as well. GBP has been quite trending as well. What's happening? Oh, these are my long charts on GBP. Let's clear this off. Let's clear this off. Let's clear this off. Let's clear this off. Let me deal with the current chart. GBP. What's happening on GBP? GBP has been quite consolidating and it has been trending as well. Let me go down to the daily time frame. I want the daily time frame to give me an idea of what is actually happening. I want the daily time frame to give me an idea of what is actually happening. Now, is it possible for GBP to reach this all-time high? Is this the all-time high? I think so, but I'm not so sure. Let's check. Let's check real quick. Let's check real quick. Is this the all-time high on GJ? I'm not so sure. Let me check the let me check the 1 month time frame. No. That's not the all-time. This is the all-time high. This is the all-time high on GJ. 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 Now let me go back to the daily time frame. Okay, the all-time high is still way far. It's still way far. Okay, but we have the significant high. We have the significant high that we can use as our target. If we are able to get on a buy on GJ. Now what's happening? What's happening on GJ? Oh, jeez. What's happening on GJ? I hope I'm still with you. I hope you can still hear me. What's happening on GJ? Let's look at GJ together. What's happening on GJ? Is GJ bullish or currently bearish? GJ is quite volatile as well. That's if you're getting at the right point. GJ is also a volatile pair. if you're getting at the right point. Okay, so for GJ, real quick, what's happening for GJ? What's happening for GJ? We have this significant resistance level on GJ. We have this significant resistance level on GJ. We have this as our first target for the buy. We have this as our first target for the buy, right? We have this as our first target for the buy. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. What's happening, GJ? What's happening? We have this as our target, right? This is the high that we have sellers resting. We have sellers resting in this level. We have sellers resting in this level. We have sellers resting in this level. And if I'm looking to buy GJ, I'll be looking at buying up to this high right here. I'll be looking at buying GJ up to this high right here. I'm looking at buying GJ up to this high right here. So what's basically happening? What's my view on GJ? I've been seeing some kind of these are crazy consolidations. All of these right here are crazy consolidations. You should you shouldn't trade. They're not even proper consolidations. These are choppy markets. These are choppy markets. These are choppy markets because it's not so clear. It's not reaching a particular high and coming down. Consolidation right here. We have some consolidation right here. We have a mini resistance. We have a mini zone right here. We have a zone right here. This is the new high that market broke out of. High that market broke out of, right? And what are we basically expecting? I don't think it should be in this kind of consolidation market for this one, but for this one right here, mark out the top of this consolidation. I want to mark out the top of this. That'll give us an idea into what we should actually be doing. I'm basically looking for buys, nothing else on GJ. I'm basically looking for buys on GJ, but I want to be in at the right point. I want to be in at the right point. Now, GJ, if you agree with me, there's nothing crazy going on GJ. We've just been having consolidations that end up buying at the end of the day, but we've been able to mark out a new high that we expect GJ to buy up to if that buy actually happened this week. And just like gold, GJ just broke a very, very significant high that's created on the 25th of September, just like you can see right here on timing. It created this high on the 25th of September. And what happened? It broke it on Friday, right? And basically, what are we expecting? Corrections. This sell that is happening right here is basically what? Correction. These are basically corrections. Now, we can expect the correction can give us entry. It can give us entry at this level. Then we'll continue buying, right? That's the best view. Now, the main reason why you can't just buy at this level right here, you can't just get in for the buy at this level just because market broke a significant resistance level. It's now back to retest that level, then you buy immediately. No, we need to start seeing what corrections. We need to see corrections. We need to see at least a pin bar form in this level, or see our patterns like the W pattern. We see head and shoulder, whatever, inverse head and shoulder pattern at these levels for us to get in, right? But instead of that, without that happening yet, we can't actually get in on buy on GJ just at this level. We can't get in on buy on GJ just at this level. So what's my basic expectation for GJ? Now, we have this significant resistance level that GJ retested previously in the past. Now, you can see GJ reversing back up to this level. I'll be looking to get in on the buy from this level. I'll seriously be looking to get in on the buy from this level. Or the buy can happen from there or happen from here. Either of the two. Either of these two. The buy can happen from either of these two zones. From either of these two zones. So these are the basic things I'm looking for, and this is a 100 pip target, and we shouldn't be risking more than 28 pips. Risking just 28 pips can even be way lesser. Our stop loss should be below this consolidation, which is right here. Using 26 pips stop loss on this setup is actually giving us a perfect 4-to-1 risk to reward. This is actually giving us a perfect 4-to-1 risk to reward, right? This is actually giving us a perfect 4-to-1 risk to reward. This is giving us a perfect 4-to-1 risk to reward. This is giving us a perfect 4-to-1 risk to reward. And this is my basic expectation on GJ. This is my basic expectation on GJ. This is my basic expectation on GJ. But let's be very, very patient. Let the market open and let's see what opportunities actually has for us. We are not rigid. We're actually paying and we're actually being very, very flexible. And that is one thing I actually want to tell you guys. As you trade, try as much as possible to be flexible enough to understand the change of structure, to understand when market is actually changing the structure. If you understand this setup, you understand this setup, let me see your fire emoji or let me see your comment. What's your view on this setup right here? What's your view on this setup? Let's share our ideas together. What is your view on this setup? What is your view on this setup? I'm seeing the high chances of GJ not just retesting this level and going up. The sellers will try to push the price a bit lower, and pushing the price a bit lower can give us an entry either from here or give us an entry from this level right here that I have marked out. So either one of these two is very, very realistic, and this trade is actually worth it because this is just a 26 pips stop loss trade to catch as much as 112, and that's giving us the perfect 4-to-1 risk to reward. What's your view on this setup? It makes a lot of sense. Enam is saying it makes a lot of sense. Active. Nice, 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 nice. So these are my basic view for gold. Enam, you got disconnected. I don't know if you actually get this concept behind gold. Anytime you join the live section, just endeavor to stick from the beginning to the end because there are a lot of that you might have missed. And just like we're basically just learning, right? And I want you to actually be I want you to actually pay a lot of attention. There's nothing like I've had this thing a lot of time, I've had this thing a lot of time. There's nothing like that. Market conditions changes, right? Markets print new charts, right? Markets print new charts, and we need to be active every time to do it to solve the new printout. That's just it. That's just it. So that's all for today, guys. I want you guys to stay active this week. We're active on the Telegram channel. I really do wish I can share my so for the Telegram channel, I want you guys active on the Telegram channel this week. I want you guys active on the Telegram channel this week. I want you guys very, very active on the Telegram channel this week. I want you guys to be very, very active on the Telegram channel this week. This is the Telegram. I really do wish I can share the Telegram channel. I really do wish I can share the Telegram channel, but this stuff isn't giving me the opinion, the idea too. But you can check out the Telegram channel and see what we've done so far. And that will be all for now, guys. Take care, have a good one, and I wish each and every one of us a profitable week. Godspeed, and God is strengthening us as we go further. Amen. Stay safe, guys. I'll share these two setup to our Telegram channel, and let's check it out together. That's all for today, guys.